This is Marta, Davey Hughes' RC500 custom Senator. It's powered by a 90 Suzuki. It has a custom RC500 transom cage, canopy support wings, a portable cooker under the passenger seat, full bump rails and a whole heap of other features. I'm Mark Cotton and this is Senator Boat Banter. This banter's quite exciting actually. Davey Hughes, the founder and CEO of Suzuki. Well, Davey has just designed a custom RC500 limited edition Senator.
Hey Mark.
G'day mate, how are you?
Yeah, good.
We're just on the outskirts of Nelson now, making our way down.
Oh, okay.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Picton.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
You know where you're going?
Go through Rye and hang a right just after Rye, I think it is, and then have a right to Duncan Bay shortly thereafter. You need anything else in town here?
Nah, we're all loaded up, mate, so we're good to go.
Cool, okay. Well, I'll see you in a couple of hours, eh?
All right, sounds good. Look forward to seeing the boat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, mate.
All right, buddy.
Cheers.
See ya. See you, bye.
Bye.
I was waiting for you to be like the guy on the ferry, and just stop me. As far as launching goes, that's something I have done before, so it's not a problem today because it's my second time. Nav lights, anchor light, cabin light, bilge. Don't really need that on just yet.
Welcome back to Senator Boat Banter. Just launched. That was a very successful launch from Davey actually. No problems there. No bungs left out anywhere. It's quite good.
What's a bung?
What's a bung? If you leave the centre floor bung on a Senator, all you got to do is drive to drain it out. And I've got to say, I've done that probably around 9 times now, left the bung from the underfloor. So, Davey's not doing too bad. Coming onto it there.
Yeah, okay.
Right, we just made it out and me and Davey are having a bit of a soft bait fish now. Davey's second run in his boat. How much boating have you done, Davey?
A fair bit of boating, but again, all with mates. They'd always say, oh, come on, have a drive, do this. No, it's all good. And the reality is, over the years, I should have taken them up on their offer and actually driven the boat and done a few more things. Because now, although I kind of know what I want to do, it's how the hell do I do it?
Oh, you in already? Yeah, you got a fish on?
Yeah.
Look at that. Well, Davey's got his first fish, and I'm going to say it's probably going to be a gurnard.
And I'm going to say I'm probably going to put it back because it actually doesn't feel.
Oh, it's right there.
Bad, eh?
That's a good one. Look at that.
Yeah.
On a little gulp grub. How good, mate. Look at that. We're going to keep him?
Oh, I actually, I think we should put him back, Tangaroa, first one of the day.
Alright, sounds good.
First one of the day.
Sounds good.
Well, we could probably keep him.
And here you weren't even motivated to do soft baiting or jigging.
No, I'm not really a jigger.
You picked a good spot, mate. It's calm in here.
Just gorgeous, eh?
Yeah.
Do you fancy a donut and a cup of coffee?
I would like a donut and a cup of coffee.
Well, that's a nice. That was a nice little gurnard, wasn't it?
It was good, yeah.
It wasn't a pygmy gurnard, like the ones that I have caught. I think I'm a soft bait convert.
Seal out the back. Straight over there. Might get a soft bait. They're a good fight on the rod. Not bad on the smoker too.
I always buy them off seal though. You've got to be careful how you skin them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or actually, when you're going for the meat, they have a layer. This is just what I was taught by the Inuits. It's called, we call it blubber, and they call it blubber. And you have to be really careful when you're separating the blubber from the flesh. Because if your knife nicks the blubber and slices the flesh, then the meat will taste like dog shit.
Is that actual true?
This is actually true. So one has to be careful when fleshing a seal.
Why senator?
You know, I told you before I wasn't someone who'd driven a lot of boats, but I've been in a lot of boats. My mates who I fished with predominantly actually had senators.
Yeah.
And then when I went to another boat, it was like, oh, you know what, that ride, it's not quite as good as the senator. So for me, it was actually about, you know, obviously there's a safety aspect to it, but also you want to be out in it all day, you want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And then if you want to take friends or, you know, especially some lady friends, then they should be comfortable as well. I've left the next fish up to you. I'm making myself a coffee so to give you time to catch up.
Rodney the rod holder always slays it. You'll get one before me again. Old rodders.
It was mainly based around the comfort and just the way they handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long and how many boats did you look at to come up with this idea? It's unique.
It's funny, isn't it? But I guess because I've been on this project now for quite a few months, for me the boat is not that different and doesn't look that different. But it's only like when I came down here on the ferry, the amount of guys, when I went back down, you know, to jump in the vehicle, how many guys were hanging around outside the boat?
When you turned up.
And just looking at it and going, oh wow, I like this and I like that. And it's like, well, you know, I've become so used to those features, but it seems to attract a bit of attention.
Did you come up with this idea as well with that? That's polycarbonate?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not going to claim any idea as my own.
Yeah.
Because actually it was all in collaboration as well, and sitting down with the guys at Senator and saying, what do you reckon about this? You reckon it's a crazy idea? They wouldn't say anything. If they rolled their eyes, I knew, yeah, it ain't going to happen, it's a crazy idea. But if they smiled and they powered up the computer and said, let's have a look at that on the CAD system, then you knew it was going to be a good idea.
Oh,
or they themselves would say, you know, we took that idea that you had and we've expanded on it a little bit. And then, you know, the wings, not just having these wings that go up, but, you know, let's make it really sturdy on the top and you know, put a sturdy rocket launcher up there as well. So
it's got no movement either, no shake, I noticed that. No vibration, no shake in the top.
The thing I hate is when you know, with a mate and he's got one of those Bimini's, you know, in the North Island we call them Bimini's. As you're hanging onto those in a bit of a chop and you feel like you're going to break the poor bugger's Bimini in half. So I thought, no, you know, if you've got a mate or two and there was a bit of weather coming on or whatever, at least they got something decent to hang on to. I mean, there were some things for me that were just absolute givens, and then it's like I wasn't sure how they would actually work. You know, we extended the duckboard out, so there's a ton of space at the back of the boat.
Yeah.
Doesn't, you know, I was concerned how it would handle,
yeah,
especially at a bit of speed, but it doesn't affect it at all. So that's the main plus. The fact that you get a bit of water on it is neither here nor there.
The other plus too is because we left the bung out the underfloor.
I do that on purpose quite often, leave the bung out.
We've got about another 200 litres under there. Little cray pot holder on there.
That's really just when you're on your own. Plus it protects the side of the boat. I mean, you know what cray pots are like, eh? They're pretty rough, some of the older ones, and it's just like protecting the side of the boat. I think that's pretty much for me. I mean, it's a new boat.
You do a lot of potting up there, don't you?
Yeah, well, it's just handy because the best cray spots are actually on the way to our best fishing spots. I mean, we drive right over the top of them. So,
why did you choose Suzuki?
I had a good look around. The sort of top 3 or 4 motors on the market, I think, are all fairly similar. Right? They're all reliable, pretty quiet. They're certainly, you know, fuel efficient. But once I started digging into it, and I actually went and listened to a mate's, and it was super quiet. And I like the idea of being able to, you know, even if you just say like trolling on Lake Taupo or around here, just putting around, you don't have that noise that's echoing, you know, all around the hills from your motor. The amount of petrol that it uses is next to nothing. So I like that. It's a stingy motor. Stingy, you know. So, and that, I mean, for down here especially, there's not a petrol station, you know, in every bay.
No.
So I mean, if you know, just having something which is super efficient is a major plus for me.
Typhoon bait board with the drawer.
Yeah, so I just keep all my DVDs in there.
It's pretty empty at the moment.
That's because we're using soft lures.
The fishing's heating up.
Yeah, it's all this jigging, eh? Jigging is. I wish I'd have been introduced to it like 20, 30 years ago. Jigging.
Actually, back then it would have been amazing. 5 rocket launchers up top. So you got what do we got? We got 2 side.
Three.
Oh,
three
3
on
up
the side.
sides. Yeah. 3 on the bait board.
Yeah.
You went with a Garmin sounder.
Yeah.
Why did you go with the Garmin?
I looked at all my hunting gear and that's all Garmin too. You know, all my GPSs, everything I'm using is Garmin. It was like, well, they've put me in good stead over the years, no matter where in the world I am. So why wouldn't I go with Garmin on a boat?
What transducer? Do you know?
It's a black one. I put a black one on it.
Oh, cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
But the old Garmin's not picking up any fish at the moment, mate.
No, it's gone a bit flat, eh?
I don't know. The spot was heated up to start with our one gurnard.
Yeah. Do you think we should move?
Yeah, we could do. You talked about on your series of getting the rails at the back here. That was just somewhere to jump over the back and have a pee?
Oh, that was part of it, but it's also, you know, it helps you get back in as well. I wanted a ladder that was wide rather than those ones that are sort of got a centrepiece and then a bit on either side. I went for the one that was just simply wide. Man, it's easy to get in and out. It's not rocket science, they're on bigger boats, it's all there is to it. For some reason they don't put them on
The little boats?
smaller boats. It's like, well, why not?
That's about 100 litres, eh? Underfloor storage?
Oh, I would say about 80.
80?
Yeah.
You got the live bait tank as well?
Yeah, just remember to put the bung in there, you know. Well, I actually thought it might have been a bit of an overkill again on a 5 metre boat. Look how many kingies there are around here, you know, and it's just like, well, if you want to have a bit of fun, and let's face it, I even think going and catching live bait's fun.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Brings out the kid in you, doesn't it?
I love it, eh? It's good fun.
I tell you what, there's not much more exciting than this jigging. I'm glad you put me onto it.
That is the most quietest winch I've ever heard in my life, the drum. Where everyone else has those side ones, they're so loud.
Yeah. I mean, just listen. It's going now.
Yeah.
Hey. No, that's the Viper, eh? And it's, you know, definitely quiet. Definitely. I mean, once you hit the chain, things make a bit of a noise, but that's the chain making a noise.
Yeah,
The actual
yeah.
winch itself is
Quiet. It's real quiet. Fusion stereo?
Yeah, no other. Really, when you think about it, there is no other. And what a great Kiwi company. Man, they designed some amazing audio gear.
World leading.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it actually makes you proud to have a company like that.
Most people
based
would-
here in New Zealand.
Most people wouldn't realise that. Fold out barbecue's genius. That's so good and so easy, eh? They done that, or is that your
I
idea?
think it may be an idea that's been around for a wee while.
Oh,
eh?
I've
It's
not
just
seen it.
We looked at a couple of options around the seats, and it was just, you know, do we put a fridge in? Do we just have, you know, like a chili bin? If we don't put the fridge in, maybe we should utilise that space and put a wee cooker in. And it just needs to be a one-ring cooker, simple, easy. You know, carry a small pan if you actually just have a, you know, bit of gurnard or cod on a piece of bread roll for bloody brunch.
You got the cute chili bin under there.
Yeah, it's cute, eh?
How many litres is that? 12 or 13?
190, yeah, 12 litres.
I don't.
It's a seat, all right.
I don't like that you're thinking you're not going to get many fish. Not very optimistic.
Yeah,
What if we were to catch a 20-pound snapper today? Where are you going to put it?
Then he would go into the fish bin,
The underfloor.
the underfloor fish bin,
But it's
which is
full
full of
full
water.
of water. So up the front, you've kept it open and didn't put swabs or anything in.
There's actually not a lot of space, eh? I mean, it is, you know, it's a small boat up the front. You're going to have fishing bags. You know, I've got my flares up there. I've got a few bits and pieces, you know, spare bungs. it gets filled up pretty quick.
The graphics? Did you come up with the graphics?
Yeah, no, that was again, that was someone that was working in with Senator, and they said, "Well, why don't we stick some contour lines on the graphics, and it's just enough to give it some interest, catch the light, look like it's an adventurer's boat," which I'm hoping it is.
It sticks out.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like the way the names come up as well, and it's a nice, short, easy sort of to remember name.
The seats look good, eh? The colour on the seats.
Yeah.
And you got the fold-out seat there, and a bit of storage in there, which is good.
Yep. So
And
there's actually quite a bit of storage, and all down the sides and that, and we line that with the carpet as well. So there's, on the side of the windows now, there's 2 little storage bays.
You've got your main deck light. You've also got that light bar at the front.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that you know about the Sounds and I know about the Sounds is there's quite a few mussel farms.
Yeah.
Around the place. In actual fact, there's 600 mussel farms. If you are coming back at night, you really do need to be able to see. So having a bar like that it gives me a bit of daylight. It's for safety more than anything. You've got the deck light here, so you can have that red, or you can have that it's a bright LED.
Oh, so it's both.
Yeah, and it's the same with the speakers. They've got lights in them as well. So.
Oh yeah.
And then in the wings, there's a couple of LED bars in there as well, just nice red bars and.
Oh, in the side here.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, what we do, I mean, again, on a small boat like this, most guys are just running petrol totes. I just wanted to have a bit more extended range. And then the other thing on the small boats is the deck goes, across. And then angles up. There's quite a bit of angle up into the gunnel. For me, it was like, well, that's just fishing space, So I want to get in close to the gunnels. Lifted the deck 100 mil, and then lifted the gunnels 120.
Oh yeah.
So that just again, it just means that.
And you're not slipping off that little.
Yeah. And they're just at the right height for me to sit on, and they're comfortable as hell.
Yeah, they are actually.
So that it alleviated having to have that angled edge going into the gunnel. And gave me two decent bloody tanks under the deck. So, and like all these boats, there's a ton of storage space just underneath the gunnel as well. I mean, there's so much more you can do with a boat. We did a lot with this boat.
Yeah.
But there's more you can do. And then it's just like let's fish in it, let's have fun in it, and then see what I really do need.
It's time on the water, isn't it? It's time in getting used to it. And I mean, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise you hadn't really done a lot of driving and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't scared.
I haven't had a boat upside down for months. It's just about to be impossible, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can flood the boat and it doesn't sink, so that's a good thing. We tested that on the first go. You get a fish.
No. It's just
Pretending. So you got the Garmin radio, VHF, the Enduro trailer with the washdown.
Yeah.
You've got the tap to plug it in. Does it sprinkle out water anywhere, or is that just to wash internally?
Just to wash it out. There's 2 bungs down the back. You just release those, and I mean, water's going to get in. That's just a fact of life. By being able to wash out the inside of that trailer, it's just going to. I mean, hell. How many extra years will that give you on a trailer? 5 years, 10 years? It's just so worth it. Great feature. And then what we did is we just, strengthened a lot of the struts and bars and just basically doubled up on those. I'll be towing it on my Unimog from time to time. I needed a trailer that, it's a 10-ton truck. It's towing the boat. I wanted something that had a bit of guts to it. Again, Enduro said, yeah, look, we'll build it to your specs. We'll strengthen it up. We'll make it gutsier. We'll put bigger wheels on, bigger tyres.
It looks more solid than mine. You notice that? Yeah, it looks like a good trailer. It does look like a real good trailer.
It handles so well. Very, very pleased with it.
Oh yeah, running on dual batteries, yep.
Yeah.
And that's your switch there.
Yeah. And I like having it on the outside there because quite often, if I'm doing something and I want power on the boat, if I want to muck around, if I want to trim the motor up or down when I'm, in the driveway, it's just like, it's easy to do it from here. Just reach over, turn it on. Otherwise you have to get inside and, it's just like, well, then you've got to jump up into the boat. And I'm inherently lazy.
Oh, you got your deck wash as well?
Yeah, deck wash. Well, it's about time we caught a fish, eh?
I think so.